it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, excited for this one. I mean, Charles, the Steelers back in the Super Bowl once again. Their 9th appearance overall, second only to the Patriots' 11. But if the Steelers win this one, then they'd be on top of the all-time win standings, as it would be their 7th title.
What a franchise. Come on, join me for a minute, okay? Come back to the 1970s with me. Back to the steel curtain defense. Back to Terry Bradshaw, quarterback. Throwing to Lynn Swann and John Stallworth. Franco Harris running the football with Rocky Blyer. That team was something, all right? And that started the path to where we are right here, right now. This team's pretty good, too. And they want their own history. What an accomplishment this would be to win a 7th Super Bowl title for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for 2nd all-time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they've won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
Fielded in the end zone, and we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. And here comes Ben Roethlisberger out onto the field, ready to lead the Steeler offense.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. He's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete to open things up. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Brings up out of the gun. It's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he'll be taken down the back before he works it past the 50.
Well, maybe you call it run the hitch route. A lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Kenny Clark, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Eric Ebron. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round. And then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he threw an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Packers have taken
taken the early lead.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Good to make it 7-0 Packers. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now back out comes the offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe not expecting a run here.
I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Able to find Lazard. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, You're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, 50 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And this will be caught. So the try for 2, good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a give to Connor.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Herman to return. Breaks through the contact. Continuing to fight for more. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of that throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventionals are not working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a deep ball here on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it'll bring up third down. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On the return is Irvin. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And he's found the end zone twice. And now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hitting into Lazard. And the Packers add on to their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six up for touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall him on. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. He will have the Steelers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one, now being hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
This is taken at the 23. Good punt, but a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Shreds the tackle. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Oh, man, it's Tanyan complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 11-yard line.
The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers continue to roll.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making a jump.
And it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Ben to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Rashawn Gary bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Let's go.
It's Preston Smith who gets the sack there.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Rashawn Gary make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. And now he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because they're
Focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame me though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Jones breaking from the contact. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep the...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as his guys continue to pour it on. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. There's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. He'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. A cover sack. Took too long to get rid of it. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Soda down at the fountain, and guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel. That's how I paid the price. So to pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime?
15 cents.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got his man complete. And they've got it run across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 49 yards there, a big one. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys in front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And maybe measure
picture of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are pouring it on. And Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that. Because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great. But your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. 2 yards, good enough for a first. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 39 yards. And the Steelers are able to at least knock the deficit down a bit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard
The
line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. rifle this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Like a very strong gain of 24. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after play.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
I'm seeing a lot of hands on.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Alan Lazard. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And this offense is running away with this one.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Crosby with the extra. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again, Ben Roethlisberger marches onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. We'll be looking for that second touchdown now. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory.
Out there, don't give him nothing.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw Aaron Jones put together a very nice first half. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he go? To find out, let's kick it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At at their own 20-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling.
You thought you had it. You thought you had it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And this offense continues to pour it on. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30-yard line, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach. Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won.
8 more times.
They won. Didn't get much out of it.
And they will get this into the end zone. Touchdown,
Adams, 57 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by one more.
Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go. They bring him down. Preston Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
Able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this will be a Packers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. Zip a lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 46 yards. And the Packers continue to roll.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Next the score, Packers 85, Steelers 13. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steelers ready to take over on offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
His 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Oh, and now some space to operate. The 20. I'm only going to be out of the carry. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jones, 44 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But listen, there will be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard.
Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best team games that's out there. But right now, I've forgotten what the scoreboard even says. Just watching what he's doing.
It's been fun.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the 3rd quarter.
Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Shotgun now for Rodgers. As they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers are pouring it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. Now second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And out across midfield down to the 45. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now being hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And nothing doing here is this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. But he will bring this one back. A fumble in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football, but they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again?
28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open there right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They go screen. It's complete. Then he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Now the Packers get set to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his running back Aaron Jones that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Got it open there, and it's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good.
Touchdown! It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here again comes Juju Smith-Schuster and the Steelers. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's Roethlisberger. Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
Take over first.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to get the ball to his big runner, pound away, and try and finish off a game.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Open on the left side, this is Valdes-Scantling. He's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays to move it. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Throw for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Ben to throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Dean Lowry drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Taking over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
Because you run every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 75 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Now after Crosby to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 35 before going out.
16 yards, a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. Rashawn Gary in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Za'Darius Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Za'Darius Smith, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. And just shutting him off there. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
Take over first.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold it a second. Let me flip to the proper page on that. You know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, really create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He hits Adams complete. He's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Packers continue to roll. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point try now for Crosby. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Green Bay score.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
As a passer, we're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Sacked back around the 28. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing. He's got to run them into submission, right?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now, after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about it.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers throwing here. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Come on, boy! Come on!
And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
finish here just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up and
And here comes the architect. Seth freaking Rollins, the King Slayer, the architect, undeniably one of the best superstars
So much has transpired between Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar for years. Lesnar had a stranglehold on the Universal Championship until his match with Rollins at WrestleMania. We knew it would come down to this, the aftermath.
Tonight, Brock Lesnar is looking to avenge his loss to Rollins at WrestleMania. Some say that puts the Beast Slayer behind the 8-ball. Seth Rollins disagrees and has a ton of steam heading into this match. Suplex, nice.
Nice amateur takedown.
Uh-oh, look at this.
What a suplex.
Seth Rollins feeling the effects right now.
No need to panic. He's still swinging.
Look at this. Boom. Nice.
What a barrage from Brock Lesnar. Training, strategizing, and execution. It's all coming together right now.
Brock Lesnar with a nice reversal. Uh-oh. And a suplex. Brock Lesnar's the beast. He's the conqueror. But Brock must be aware of Seth Rollins' speed and quickness and Seth's ability to endure tremendous punishment and keep fighting.
Seth Rollins is very familiar with Suplex City and its confines. Lesnar must prevent Rollins from utilizing his ability to strike from the ground and the air. That could keep Lesnar off balance all night.
Seth Rollins knows he can't stand toe-to-toe with the Beast. The Beast knows Rollins can't stand toe-to-toe with him. Lesnar only has to defend against any of Seth's desperate low tactics.
Just tossed. You should get airline miles for that.
What is Seth Rollins' best strategy at this point?
He's looking off his game now.
Scoop slam!
Seth Rollins got out of there in the nick of time.
He should count his lucky stars. Kick to the gut. Ouch. Brutal forearm. Lesnar from behind.
Brock Lesnar perhaps setting up for a trifecta of Germans here. And Corey, you know what this means?
An all-expenses paid trip.
Seth Rollins not looking so good here.
Dangerous times for the Architect. Yeah, I don't even think he knows where he is.
The Architect is going to need a heck of a plan to get out of this one.
Not showing much fight here.
Yeah, he looks absolutely out of it, Cole. That'll hinder your modeling career.
And now the Kingslayer is holding court over the crowd. To the outside, which will start the referee's count.
Now it's Lesnar making him pay.
Back now inside the ring.
Talk about rocking the jaw. Got him caught. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle. Boom! Running STO plants him.
Nicely done.
Bludgeoning strikes from Brock.
The Beast is unleashed. Watch out when Brock is feeling it. Good luck to you.
Look at the physical condition of both of these men. And the change in the eyes of Seth Rollins.
Oh, the Beast can't believe it. No matter what he does, he cannot keep Seth Rollins down.
I don't know where or how Seth Rollins has found the will to keep fighting. This is nuts.
Oh, boy. No
Bomb. Not done yet.
Holding on, and not again. A third time.
Wait a minute.
Brock Lesnar with a nice reversal.
Oh, no, we've got a problem here, guys.
Target his torso now. He's been going for his core all night, it seems.
Oh, no. This does not look good.
This is exactly what you do not want to see.
Human anatomy wasn't built for this.
Uh-oh. I'm afraid to think what's going to happen next.
What energy in the arena tonight.
Lesnar looking to do some damage from the top.
Perched up top. But he's got hops. Forearms for the second rope. Driving down.
Seth Rollins finds a way out.
Shoulders on the mat. Plenty of fight left.
Wow, what a display of heart and determination.
Now it's Lesnar making him pay. An incredible win for Brock Lesnar.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar!
The Beast Incarnate was all over Seth Rollins, and Lesnar's brutality was ungodly. His appetite to destroy Rollins was insatiable, and we witnessed the end result.
We saw here tonight the will Brock Lesnar has, the desire Brock Lesnar possesses to annihilate his opponents, especially when that opponent is Seth Rollins.
You can never get past the look in Brock Lesnar's eyes before a fight, before a battle. He looks like a wild animal that's just been uncaged and has an unlimited buffet to feast on.
Don't underestimate the desire of Reigns, though, Corey. The big dog is not going to allow Lesnar to trample on his yard.
Man.
That was vicious.
See ya. Definitely. You can never get past the look in Brock Lesnar's eyes before a fight, before a battle. He looks like a wild animal that's just been uncaged and has an unlimited buffet to feast on.
Don't underestimate the desire of Reigns, though, Corey. The big dog is not going to allow Lesnar to trample on his yard.
The fisherman suplex. Hooked up.
Inverted suplex.
That hurt. Got the head scissors of Biden.
Oh, man, that's just nasty. Oh, man, vicious elbows.
Decapitating clothesline.
Lesnar delivers with frightening force.
When Brock is feeling it, good luck to you.
Roman Reigns unable to be...
Not again. One of these competitors is eventually going to have to gain the upper hand.
One wrong move in this one, it could mean the match or worse. Byron, what's the wise move here?
Well, it's imperative to create a situation where your opposition becomes a non-factor. The abundance of hardware can be a great equalizer.
You've got to be willing to sacrifice your own well-being. Take out whoever stands between you, the ladder, and a clear path to victory.
Gentlemen, Roman Reigns is taking full advantage.
The big dog in the hunt.
Oh, the reversal by Brock Lesnar. All the way over.
Oh, able to counter.
Chigutuki.
What a shot.
Exiting the ring. Very interesting game plan here. He's bringing it back inside the ring now. Wow.
Simply said, this is going to be a great match.
Snap suplex.
Don't expect a lot of mercy to be shown here.
Unreal. Great agility there. Oh, the reversal by Brock Lesnar. Hooked up.
Crashing through the table.
He's one step ahead there.
Great technical know-how on display.
And again, yet another counter.
And a suplex.
Lesnar looking for a powerbomb, and he's not done.
Powerbomb sitting.
A third. The trifecta complete.
Bob. Boom! Backdrop suplex.
On a high angle, right across the shoulders.
Oh, what a beating!
And those tables are solid wood. Nice amateur takedown.
The Beast in Predator mode.
He's gaining the upper hand here.
This might be big.
Brock Lesnar with a nice reversal.
Back suplex.
Gentlemen, there's a storm on the way.
Big storm.
Oh, my Lord, through the table. That might be the final nail in the coffin. Oh, man, Roman Reigns doesn't even know where he is. I think Roman is angering Brock because he won't quit. He just won't give up.
That's that Samoan pride, that workhorse mentality speaking.
Bringing it back between the ropes. He caught him slipping. Scoop slam.
Belly-to-belly suplex.
Taking some punishment.
The pain will be with him well after this TLC match is over. Ha! Now it's Lesnar making him pay.
Punish their opponent with a German.
Brace for impact. Here it comes. The Beast incarnate with an F5.
What an assault on Roman Reigns.
This is Brock Lesnar's chance.
And Lesnar stalking.
Oh, I think we're gonna see it. Lesnar.
The end is in view. Even better the second time around. These superstars have toiled away endlessly, and this crowd is on their feet in full appreciation.
An incredible sight to see.
Out of it in the corner. Oh, Roman Reigns saw that one coming. Whoa, it's another reversal. Shoulder first.
The ring just shifted. Long distance drop.
Brock Lesnar is keeping a good tempo now, guys. When Brock is feeling it, good luck to you.
Oh, the reversal by Brock Lesnar. And another assault on his core.
Just taking it to his midsection.
We're at a vital stage in this matchup, and this audience is fully aware of it.
Yeah, they know another turning point can come at any second, and that can be the instant that ends it all.
Now it's Lesnar making him pay.
Lesnar looking for a powerbomb, and he's not done.
Powerbomb City.
A third.
Byron, grab your little dog and warn your aunt.
F5. Oh, my. A much-needed big move. amazingly executed once more.
Going to get that ladder up.
Climbing up the ladder.
All he has to do now is pull it down.
Can't blow it now.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
The WWE Universe has come alive in this one.
They are up and they are vocal. A lot of energy in the room.
Roman Reigns can be a little over the top sometimes, but it definitely works for him.
What's this? Look at the power by Reigns.
Wow! Niagara driver.
The ascent begins.
He can win it here, guys.
I don't believe it.
Let's grab it. They've got some work to do.
Brock Lesnar's going high rest. Incoming.
Roman Reigns just too fast for him.
For the second time, Brock Lesnar heads for the top rope.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Watch this. Lesnar with brute strength. Go behind. A German suplex release. Lesnar with a waist lock. Think we're about to take a trip, gentlemen.
This is where Brock Lesnar is at home.
Punish their opponent with a German.
Oh, no.
Lesnar's about to end this.
There's an F5 coming through.
He just created a prime opportunity. Roman Reigns' chances just went from bad to worse.
Back in the ring now. Up, and away. Looking to unhook it here.
Here we go. I don't know, Michael. It just doesn't appear to be coming down.
Here we go. Here he goes, guys, looking for the win.
I think it's going to happen right now. I'm having some trouble getting it down.
Go help him, Byron.
Lesnar with a nice reversal. Up on their shoulders.
Oh, what a crash.
Heads up the ladder. Reaching up, this could be it.
And a victory here would be so huge.
Big time.
Life-changing.
Brock Lesnar gets the win in an impressive fashion.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
The Beast Incarnate proves that he's the toughest animal in the ring, beating the big dog.
That man is just plain scary.